Hey guys, I am excited to share my experience at TIFF 50. Sometimes we wonder, is it worth it to go to these huge film festivals and get an industry pass or one of those special passes? I'm going to share with you my experience as well as being an actor in one of the short films. TIFF is one of the big 5 film festivals around the world, and I'm so lucky to be really close to Toronto, not too far out of the city. I can drive in and experience all of the celebrities, all of the movies, and all of the things. And as an actor, producer, director, filmmaker, it was really exciting to be here during their 50th anniversary. And I think that this video is not only going to share that experience, my experience as an actor being in a short film, but also like just being a creator, whatever side of the camera you're on. What is it like? How do you prepare and plan for it? Should you upgrade and get an industry pass or one of the other passes? I did get an industry pass. There are like maybe 3 other versions or 4 other versions of passes you can get, and I think they're pretty much going to add one more because they're opening like a TIFF marketplace next year and beyond. But the industry pass, I believe, is about $500 Canadian, more or less, and it allows you to get into a lot of the industry events, also gives you a pass to all of the films, and there's a nice cocktail hour included. And so as a part of my pass, I was able to go to this, it was like a seminar that introduced how to make the most out of TIFF. It was called How to TIFF It, and that was a great experience because although was my, I think, 3rd or 4th time going to TIFF since I started my career, it's always good to get a refresher on what to do. And so I went, and I think the biggest takeaway for me was planning my personal life, to be 100% honest, because it's a long festival. It's 10 days and it was busy, and I'm going to share you with more on that. So everything from like I'm a mother of 2, wife, and everything from making sure that I had all my laundry done. I literally picked out outfits for all 10 days and more, just in case like I didn't, I wanted to change it up. I got healthy snack. I bought a new like suitcase for my laptop. I got my new business cards. If I have some, I don't have some here. I'll have to show you some. And I made sure I had all my pitch decks, my link in bio, all of the things set up and in place. So what I'll do in the description is I'll put my list of things that I got ready together for TIFF, just in case you want to use that list. Then as soon as they released the calendar for TIFF, I made sure I took time to sit down and go through every day and what's going to be not only viewing every day as a film, but also when are all the industry events that I want to do. They do workshops, they do talks with directors, they do talks with celebrities. There's so many different things. And you will never be able to get to everything because sometimes things are overlapping or happening at the same time. And so I did, whip out my calendar and looked at the things that was important to me. And I think what's important is before you even plan anything, you want to think of what is your goal? What do you want to get out of TIFF? And my goal really was just to get connected to people that would be important in the distribution phase of my films, and also anyone that would further my film along, like a production company and producers, that sort of thing. And so that was my goal. My goal was really business this year. My goal is always business, but yeah, so I made sure that I was where they would be, if that makes sense. So Wednesday, the day before TIFF, I go downtown to pick up my pass in person. I could have just waited till the next day, but I wanted to like get a lay of the land, see where everything is. Where am I gonna find the best parking? Because all of the is too much, right? Like, anyway, so I did all of that, picked up my pass. So day one was Thursday, official started at 9. I was late, but anyways, well, you can come anytime, but there was a breakfast like launch, and by the time I got there, it was swamped, like just full packed with people, industry professionals, filmmakers, actors, business, just filled. And I, as soon as I went in, I was like, whoa, this is a little much. Everybody's already on the roll. And it was just so tight that I ended up not fulfilling there. So that would be probably one of the things that I would just be careful of, is like, again, managing your energy, knowing when you can participate in certain things, like if it's going to be a hustle for you, or you're going to be having to stay up late or get up too early. Yeah, because I was really aiming to be there like 9 a.m. to like 5 every day, and it didn't really happen, to be honest. I actually was thinking 9 a.m. to like late watching movies, but I did not do that. I went and saw one film. I saw, what did I see? I saw one film. I saw Private Life, featuring Jodie Foster, and it was actually French, and I didn't know she was French, or I didn't know she was like fluent in French. So that was pretty cool. So mind you, that was day one, and I still have to juggle work. I still have to juggle auditions. I'm still in the middle of post-production for one of my short films, so I'm giving feedback to the editors and wrapping that up. So it was super busy even after day one. And I realized that I had to really pace myself, because I was already tired from picking up my pass on Wednesday, canvassing around Thursday, watching a film Thursday. And yeah, that's 2 days in. What I really appreciated, I think this might sound bad, but one of the most amazing things about TIFF was just like with the industry pass, and just any pass holder that's, you get access to the producer's lounge. Not any pass holder, but anyways, I had access to the producer's lounge with my pass, and upstairs, like, we had access to unlimited lattes, and like, I love lattes, so it was like I had too many lattes, let's just say that. And then there's happy hour during the industry sessions, which I think industry is like for 5 days. So industry just means like there's a focus on like industry events where you get to meet producers or buyers, or anyone that's in the business of film and television. And then in the evenings around like 5, I believe, there's happy hour where it's catered like appetizers and wine and drinks, not like just wine and pop really, and I think beer maybe. So that was also one of my favorite parts, because you get to meet people and eat food. Yeah. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday was one of the busiest days. The whole street is busy, and yeah, it's pretty busy. Like, it was a little much for me. It's funny because I love being a part of big things, but this was just, once again, too much for me. Went, looked around, enjoyed. I went to a Black filmmakers meetup. That was exciting. And enjoyed meeting and connecting with people there. So that was pretty cool on the Saturday. So Sunday was my big day, because that was when our short Sea Star was premiering. This was really exciting to be an actor. And in that film, I had a really small part, but it's a short film, so it's going to be small, right? And it was just amazing. So, on that Sunday, you got all dolled up in a nice, sensible way. Went to the green room. I remember going to the theater, and I was like, I'm an actor. And they're like, oh, come with me this way. And then I went to a secret elevator, which took me up to the green room, which was pretty cool. Red carpet, the banners were up. It was like a little lounge, photographer taking photos. And I got to take photos with the cast and crew. Felt really nice, felt really special. First time experiencing something like that at such a big festival, of course. And then so we went ahead after all that to watch the films. And yeah, I got to see myself on the big screen, the big Scotiabank theater screen. So that was definitely a check mark on my vision board, right? Seeing myself on a literal big movie theater screen. So I was at the Scotiabank Theater, Cineplex, if you know, in Canada, and yeah, my face was on the screen and in the credits. Woohoo! And then there was a talk back after with the directors, and I probably finished that night at about 11, super tired and pooped. So I couldn't even sleep in the next day because the next morning I had a call back and I had to arrive fresh and ready to go. So that was the Monday morning. This is also when industry events are in full swing. So I went to my callback and then drove. Luckily, my callback was maybe like a 20-minute ride away. Well, it literally could have been like 10 minutes, but because of traffic, it's longer. And then I went and settled in the producer's lounge at TIFF. And this was pretty much where I worked all day because, once again, I run a digital marketing agency and I still have clients to tend to. And it was still a great situation where I was able to network as well. Like work, people would sit beside me, you'd kind of have a little banter here and there, exchange cards and get back to work. So that was nice. And I had my lattes, So I just remember towards the end of Monday, I went to a cocktail hour. I actually didn't go to any of the industry presentations this year, to be 100% honest. I wasn't really happy with the programming for the industry presentations. I'm sure people got value out of it, but what I was looking for as a goal, I didn't really get that goal in the industry presentations. So but I did slip into the networking afterwards. I would say that the last time I went, I really enjoyed the programming. Got to meet a lot of different buyers, and I got to meet a lot of again, head of content, head of feature films, all of that, those types of business professionals at TIFF. So not every year is the same. So don't feel like, oh, it's going to suck. I still think the industry pass is worth it, especially if you want to make some really good connections and immerse yourself into the industry. So by the end of the day on Monday, I actually started to feel sick. And I guess this is because I was going every day, already talking to so many people. I started to have a runny nose. And I also had a large audition to do. It was insane. But I just remember going to bed super early. Luckily, I had told my family I'd be out for 10 days. I'm not cooking, I'm not cleaning, I'm not seeing anybody's face. And so it was easy for me to just jump into bed when I got home. But I decided that Tuesday would be my last day, even though the film festival went from all the way up to the Sunday. Unfortunately, I was pooped by Tuesday. I just couldn't do it anymore. And I think that was it was either Tuesday or Wednesday, but I think that was the last day of the industry part anyways. So if I went, it would only be to watch films and movies, and my health was obviously a priority. And a lot of those films, I would be able to catch them online or in theater, right? So a lot of these films are like just world premieres that I could technically watch them in theater. However, my pass would cover it, so I would have had like a good 5 days of just watching movies, which I don't know about you, but I don't consume content like that. Like, I'm very curated. Like, I was very strategic in what I wanted to watch. So you just need to know yourself and pace yourself. So as I said, the last day for me was the last day of the marketplace. I went to, they had almost like an installation for a showroom, because they're having, so TIFF is launching what's called a film market, where a lot of the business, like a lot of the sales deals are going to be made, connections for distribution, all of that. There's not a lot of film markets in the world, and so TIFF is gearing up to be one of the largest film markets in the world. So that was exciting. So they had like a showroom showing like what it will look like next year, when businesses, film production companies, all of that will be, there at a marketplace, as a marketplace. So that was pretty cool. I went in, it was super beautiful. Again, food was there, snacks. But yeah, it was nice to see. It was really inspiring, and I met another like wonderful producer in that space. Yeah, that was my TIFF experience. To answer your question, is it worth it? Yes, I do think even just the energy of being in where the entire industry is in at one place, like feeling that is just amazing. Again, if you love films, getting a pass, you'll get to see multiple films. I do think actors should go. You should go. I mean, there are actors meetups during the film festivals. If you go to Eventbrite, you'll be able to like plug into those and be able to talk and speak to but you'll be able to go to Eventbrite and sign up and find actors meetups. I don't have a problem networking with actors, but in my experience, like if they're an actor, filmmaker, actor, director, actor, writer, there's obviously potential for them to place you in their short film or that sort of thing. In general, networking is important. I think I made a video on that, and if I didn't, let me know in the comments if that's something you're looking for. Either way, thanks so much for listening to my story time. I will be talking about other things in the future, and now my producer's calling me, so I will talk to you soon. Bye.